And time for a look at that next weather forecast with some heat building on in, or rather continuing to build in. For tomorrow, you get the 50s to start the day. Low 80s again tomorrow as kids come home, but that is not our warmest point. Made it to 80 to 81 today. We actually add even more tomorrow, trying to make a run toward almost 83, but that's actually not our next big thing. It was last week. The heat this week was our next big thing, but now we turn our attention to something cooler. Showers, low 70s on Thursday. We then go into showers and 60s on Friday. And then we go into a couple of showers and 50s on Saturday. This cool down is definitely something we've been watching for. We mentioned it actually a week ago right here, saying, you know what, past the 7 days, I think we see some cooler air, and it's definitely there. So now that we can see it and we know it's coming, where are we going to drop to? Well, there's part of the reason is why it's coming in the first place. We've been stuck with this beautiful high pressure. We're going to continue to be tomorrow and Wednesday. But off to our west, this front and this area of low pressure swings its way in. And as it does, we start to get some cool air really firing off behind this cold front, along with plenty of rain. Notice, though, that we're getting into the morning on Thursday. Showers really haven't started for us just yet. A lot of the rain is going to take place later in the day Thursday. But it is going to be that starts to cool us down. So rain absolutely later in the day Thursday. You've got the 60s and 50s, more 50s all the way through into the start of next week. But before we get there, I mean, the 80s we've got this week, there's plenty of it. So do we break any records? Short answer is no. But it doesn't mean we're anywhere where we're supposed to be. We're still really quite hot. We're 15 degrees above average. Looking at 80 degrees for today. Well, our record high was 86, 83 for Tuesday, 89's the record, 85 for Wednesday, 89's the record. A lot of those go back into the 50s where we had this heat wave in October that just really has stuck there in the record books. But with that setup, it is still hot. We're well above the average. So now that we get past that, we get into the weekend, we get that chance to start trying to cool on down a little bit. And that's going to be something to watch for. But obviously, it's still fall. Those fall colors slowly changing. The update will come in tomorrow, and that'll be something to be able to see because we've had a ton of reports slowly moving through. But watch the cooler air and grab the umbrella because they're both on the way.